just like not stream appropriate. It's okay. I'll tell you later. We'll share a secret joke, Mole Trap.
All right.
All right, on the right side of the map, it's our Zerg player from the team Startail, super aggressive God of War. He is Startail July. And over on the left, in the blue, we have our Protoss player, the Emperor Slayer. From Sweden, from the team Complexity, formerly Dignitas, it is NaNiwa.
You know, NaNiwa actually is Swedish for October.
Really?
No, not at all.
I was like,
sorry.
I don't know. You say that stuff with a straight face, man. I can't tell. I'm like, that's
just messing with everyone.
That'd be an odd coincidence, but yeah. Well, July Zerg is an aggressive guy.
There actually was a Brood War player named October Zerg who named himself after July Zerg.
Oh, really?
At least I'm pretty certain that's why he named himself October Zerg.
I like the name Startail. Like, if I was gonna make a band, I would name it Jefferson Startail Bus Driver. That'd be my StarCraft band name. Jefferson Startail Bus Driver.
Startail Bus Driver?
Yeah.
All right.
It'd be like electro pop fusion.
You know what my StarCraft band name would be?
What?
Queen.
Oh, that is so good. You're funny today, Mole Trap. You're really funny today.
It's because I didn't sleep at all.
Oh, that helps. You should go without sleep more often.
Yeah. Oh, I've been going out without sleep a lot lately.
Well, that's great news.
I've been becoming very familiar with the map Daybreak. Because I can't get to sleep all night, so I'm always waiting to witness Daybreak.
Do the real thing. Oh. All right. July going for pretty quick Zergling speed, though. Not too surprising there. Is probably going to want to put that hatchery down fairly quickly.
Yep, and he's actually not going for just, sometimes players will get that pool first and then they'll transition over and mostly get drones and try and get an early hatchery. July Zerg actually made his queen, his metabolic boost, he made some Zerglings, so he's really investing in this early pressure. He's only made 4 Zerglings though, so at least it's not that bad off. He's going to go ahead and get an expansion now.
Yeah.
Now that he's invested in all that early tech, get an early game advantage.
The probe did die. Terrible death. But such is life. Or robotic life or whatever.
Such as sort of life.
Such as iRobot life.
And yeah, so NaNiwa, he's got just one gateway. He's trying to move down the ramp a little bit.
Yeah. Nice job of moving that Zealot down and then having the sentry, time to come out right away. Just to block the ramp. That helps as well. So it will be a pretty quick expand from NaNiwa, doing a 1-gate expand actually. Oh, nope, now he's just adding on another gateway or two. Feels that pressure, doesn't want to... Make sure he wants to stay absolutely safe right now. I feel like you wanted to 1-gate expand.
I think July Zerg is going to try to trap him. He made another 6 Zerglings. He's going to try and, when he moves out with his 2 sentries, he's going to try and get in there and do a surround and basically kill the sentries. Because if you do that, you have really early map control. NaNiwa sees it though.
Be careful. Oh.
Nice control by NaNiwa. He's going to have to cancel that pylon, but the force field keeps the sentries from getting destroyed.
Yeah, no, this is a really nice thing that Zerg players can do in this matchup, is just put that real good pressure on with that early group of Speedlings. And yeah, if somebody moves out, you can get that surround on the sentries, and that causes a lot of damage.
NaNiwa really wants to move out and try and get an expansion put down, but he can't. There's too many Zerglings right now.
Probably just going to get one more warp in of sentries and then move out. That's pretty standard as far as the 3-gate expand goes. Get yourself about 6 sentries, 5 or 6, and then you can move out safely. Yep, there's the sentries now, so now we can push back those Zerglings. Get that Nexus up and running.
Yep, very smart.
Yeah.
And July Zerg has not decided to just go and try and punish him for this expansion, so he's just gone ahead and droned up. He's getting a pretty quick flare, though.
You can't forget, though, these are July Zerglings, man. They're killers.
Right.
They know when the time is to come in and do damage. You can see July trying to force a force field or two. I think NaNiwa wastes a little energy, but NaNiwa's...
Well, at the same time, he does need to be careful, because if he gets 3 force fields down and traps those Zerglings, he can kill them, and then NaNiwa will then have map control pretty clearly. He's got Stalkers out now as well. He's kind of keeping them back. Reserve.
Pretty quick layer again for July Zerg.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see if he's going to just be going like Roach and upgrades and things, or if he's going to go for a quicker infestation bit like we've seen so many Zerg players do lately. Especially like MVP Monster is a good example of that. Players that go for that early infestation pit. And we've seen a lot of these kind of weird like Infestor Link pushes where they try to just use Infested Terrans. It hasn't worked quite well, but it's interesting to see. July looks like he wants to add some Roaches on there. I think that's going to keep him a lot safer, but
yeah.
NaNiwa's going to do this push here.
2 Spine Crawlers going up at the front, as well as some Roaches and Lings coming out. And you know, NaNiwa may just go up, take a look at those Spine Crawlers, be like, that's interesting, and then go home. Because, you know, that's kind of the point of this push. The point of this push isn't to kill him, it's to make him build units instead of drones.
Yes, and that's working. July Zerg's made some Roaches. Force fields for NaNiwa. Trapping that Spine Crawler and a couple Roaches. Needs to be careful though, the Lings get in. And uh-oh, the Lings doing some damage to those sentries. Force field timing was a little bit off there, and it looks like NaNiwa's going to be pushed back.
And it looks like it might have been better off for him to just go home. Looks like he's just going to try and take what kills he can. Good micro, getting that sentry that's injured back in the back.
Yeah.
And he's just going to get out of there. Oh, looks like he's going to finish it off.
Looks like they will. Yeah, not enough force field energy to really prevent everything from getting in there. NaNiwa is going to lose this entire army. Pretty big loss early in the game to lose something like that.
Yeah. Now, July Zerg can either have that click go off in his head where he decides he wants to kill NaNiwa, or he could easily just take a third and get a really huge economy right now. I
think we came close, but instead we see the Spire going up. This is typical July Zerg. Loves to get his mutas even in ZVP. So, he will.
Yep, he is taking that third as well.
Yes.
Photon cannon going down in the front there just to be extra safe.
And is NaNiwa going to be able to defend against this? He's got plenty of units.
He didn't want that pylon anyway.
Yeah, well, the pylon's going to be okay. It looks like all of this really is kind of just distracting NaNiwa, letting July get out the Mutalisks that he'd like to get out, although he's making 10 Roaches right now. Saving up some, but I guess he's not planning on getting quite as many mutas as he was going to.
Sometimes it's good to get a Spire down just in case, so if they come out with a couple hidden Colossi that you didn't know about, you can get Corruptors really quick.
I suppose that's true. I know July, though. I know he loves his mutas. You can see his money going up. Make him just wait.
He probably will. Spire's almost finished, and
it's muta time. 5 o'clock means it's muta time.
There we go.
Actually, it's not actually 5 o'clock. It's like 6:43 right now, but
that's muta time also.
That's also muta time. 5 o'clock and 6:43 are both muta time. And here come the Roaches. A couple of them getting trapped there.
Burrows them to save them.
Yep. Now, there are mutas on the way. Interesting that July Zerg would pressure with Roaches because that kind of causes NaNiwa to make a bunch of Stalkers, which then is pretty good against mutas. So
yeah.
It's a kind of an interesting choice by July Zerg there. But
and he's actually flying the mutas out to harass, but Blink is going to be done at about the same time the mutas arrive at his base.
Baneling Nest on the way as well for July.
Yeah, Blink just finished, so he's going to be able to get back up in there and...
Oh, look at that harassment. July Zerg, he's not afraid of Stalkers, man. A lot of Zerg players would just like fly their mutas away right away. Not July Zerg. He's going to stay in there, kill as many probes as he can, even if he loses
a bunch of mutas,
all
though.
of his. This is also very July Zerg. Yeah. Yep.
Wow. Well, those mutas had a good short life.
Yeah, they got to kill some probes. I mean, what more can you really ask for as a Mutalisk? It's like what you grow up to do. Larva are like, I'm going to be a Mutalisk. And they're like, what's your dream? I want to kill like 2 probes and then die to a Stalker. The other ones are like, yeah, dude, that's the life.
That's the life.
That's the life, man.
Can't ask for much more in life. That's actually my goal in life.
To kill some probes and then
kill some probes,
die to a Stalker. All
Pretty
right.
much.
Well, you know, it's good to have dreams. Now, NaNiwa, as you can see, doesn't have a lot of sentries right now. July's been able to force quite a few Stalkers. he's making these banelings, and because there's not going to be enough force fields, he might be able to connect. Banelings don't do terribly well against Stalkers, but you know, if he can hit a large amount, it might be okay. Nice force fields. Oh, great force fields, actually, from NaNiwa.
A couple banelings do get through, but he's able to blink back his injured Stalkers.
Wow, those were awesome force fields. They went exactly where they were supposed to be.
Yeah, he only let a couple banelings through, and was able to pick off the rest. So
July, though, making a lot more units. NaNiwa's going to have to blink micro it and stay alive.
Yeah, there's a lot of roaches there, actually.
Yeah, he's just going to make a run for it. Did pretty well, but well, we'll see. He's got enough where he can turn around and possibly fight micro, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Bringing back large groups of them, just kind of trying to bait him back so that he can join up with his reinforcements a little bit quicker, possibly. The Lings, though, are going to definitely chase him away.
Finally gets back to his main base. He needs to worry about those banelings. He does split pretty well.
July's getting way too aggressive here. This is a bad decision by July. They're blinking up, taking out a lot of the roaches now. Yeah.
Yep. And it's now Jelizer's turn to lose some units on the run.
I guess so. And what's July got in the production queue? He's got 34 Zerglings coming. A lot of links coming out for July Zerg. Those do pretty well against Blink Stalkers, plus the roaches, and NaNiwa's going to have to run back again, possibly. We'll see how the micro goes.
It's been really back and forth. NaNiwa trying to blink his Stalkers back so they take less damage. Nice micro indeed.
Beautiful.
And eventually forces him back with several Stalkers at very low health.
He handled that pretty well, but you know, July's just going to be able to remake units so much. Now I feel like NaNiwa is the one who's kind of being a bit over-aggressive.
Yeah, they're kind of taking turns. Winning battles and then being over-aggressive and losing the next battle.
It's like a ZVP slap fight right now.
Exactly.
It's like standing in front of each other. They just taking turns slapping each other in the face.
Rochambeau, South Park style.
If it was Monty Python, they'd be doing it with fish.
Yeah, of course. They probably are anyway.
Maybe. It's the fish upgrade.
The fish upgrade.
Someone needs to make that UMS.
So here's the thing is, July Zerg has had 3 bases this whole time, and NaNiwa's had 2. So July Zerg's economy has enabled him to get ahead in supply despite the fact that he's losing one battle.
And here we go. NaNiwa having to blink back. And he's going to have to get those elves involved somehow. The banelings kind of trying to find the roaches, but they're coming in a little bit at a time. And July, you know, with these banelings, should theoretically have enough to break this.
He's getting in within range of the cannons. He's going to warp in some more units, so July Zerg is going to be barely held back.
All right.
But July Zerg, if he figures it out, can just turn, go down that ramp and kill the third of NaNiwa.
That's true too, yeah.
No, he's still going for the kill.
Listen, July Zerg, man, he's had the moment. The moment has happened. The July 2nd has occurred, and he's going to try to kill NaNiwa in the near future here.
I think the July moment happens once he gets over 60 drones.
Well,
seems to be the time, because he seems to be satisfied with 60 some odd drones.
And that's actually new. Like classic July Zerg in StarCraft 2 would only make 50 drones, like ever.
And there's still some more battling going on, some more back and forth with these roaches and the Stalkers. Stalkers forced to fall back. Zealots are in the mix now.
Well, July at this point won't need to make any more drones, it looks like. NaNiwa in dire straits using a lot of Stalkers, a lot of the other ones at low health. Mute is coming in as well. This should be enough. See GG pretty soon there. Although the Lings are a little bit trapped behind the roaches. But
yeah, the roaches having a hard time getting in there. There might just be too many Zerglings though. And the problem is, at the very least, he's lost a lot of probes in this battle as well. So it looks like NaNiwa may barely hold things off here, but his economy is in tatters. He's got 60 supply to July's 120.
Yeah, I mean, the Lings are going to get cleaned up pretty quickly by the Colossi, but the fact is that, yeah, NaNiwa just lost quite a bit here. Doesn't have a third up, so he's going to be pretty far behind. I mean, if that Colossi had came out, that would have been the end of the game right there, really.
Yeah. And July is making some more Mutalisks as well, so he can have something to deal with. That, by the way, July Zerg, I haven't pointed this out before, but he's been consistently scouting all the other bases on the map, by the way, to make sure that NaNiwa hasn't hit the gold. It's very smart on his part.
Yeah. It used to be so common on this map to see people hide golds, but now there's just so much scouting that it's just way too risky. And July is going to be able to put a decent amount of pressure on with these mutas here.
Yeah, he can't really do anything about this.
Going to be a little bit more careful this time around, though.
going to make him build more Stalkers, while July's has a bunch of Lings prepared for that. He's just continuing to make mutas. Taking the gold of his own on the top left. This is a really dire situation for NaNiwa. He's trying to take a third base just because he knows he needs to. Not because he can feel safe in doing so, but just because, you know, if he doesn't, he's going to lose, so.
Goodbye, third. You must be canceled. Canceled 300 minerals. Now we know how much.
I really do wonder if it's going to confuse some people into thinking that, like, they actually gain minerals from canceling buildings.
I don't know. I think they might realize that it doesn't after they cancel enough of them and then lose all their minerals. Did you get it?
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't. I got what you said. I didn't get the mosquito.
That was actually like really simple what I said. So I wasn't asking if you got that. It's like, did you know that 2 + 2 was 5? Did you get that?
No, I didn't get it. Oh, NaNiwa.
And that's it. He knows he was too far behind. I mean, that's a fact.
We didn't get a shot of it, but you can see on the minimap that the Lings were killing off his third for the 4th time.
Yeah.
So he knew that he couldn't hold that third. He couldn't hold the game.
Yep.
So NaNiwa GG's, and Julyzerg is now 1 game away from victory in this group. If he wins the next game, he will be advancing to the semifinals to play Dongregu.
It's really starting to look like July's going to do it. I mean, NaNiwa didn't play bad that game, but just could not get any traction. He just got a little bit too aggressive with those Stalkers. I mean, he held off what July had, went all the way back to July's base, and July held it off. Yeah, you had the better economy.
Got to take your lead and work with it, get another base hit. If you overcommit, especially against someone like Julyzer, you know he's going to have a ton of units. He's so good at macro.
Well, I mean, NaNiwa kind of broke the main rule of StarCraft 2. I mean, when you're ahead, get more ahead. He didn't do it.
Did not.
He lost because of it. So, we're going to move on to Game 2 and see what NaNiwa picks for his map. Again, it is loser picks, so NaNiwa will be able to choose the map that we play on. Find out very, very soon.
Yes, indeed.
It's going to be great here on the Arena of Legends.
Aldarim Altar is the map that NaNiwa has picked.
All right. Cool, cool. So we're going to get started. The countdown is going. This could decide the winner of this match. Who's it going to be? July or NaNiwa? The game's going to start. Let's get inside, see what happens.